The reopening of schools has been pushed back by a week. Schools were initially set to resume on Monday, September 6, 2021. However, due to the growing numbers of COVID-19 cases, the authorities have decided on Monday, September 13th. While classes will resume, the physical plants will remain shut and instructions will continue virtually. Early childhood centers will be the only learning institutions allowed face-to-face instruction. Acting Chief Education Officer Cyrus Sepal, who called into the New Spin program on Friday, explained the rationale behind the decision.
We know here, team, that it is said from World Health Organization that the schools, these are the safest place for the children to be. And then when you look at the statistics, it reveals that this is definitely true, because out of the COVID affected population, 10%, only 10% is will be from the education system. And then out of that 10%, you have the lowest from the preschool, the daycare center. That's 1.6% of that. So that's why now the CMO and cabinet together, they have agreed now that we will open the preschool on a face-to-face basis, because it is the lowest, less likely to be affected with COVID.
Meanwhile, the preparation week for principals and teachers will commence on Monday, September 6th. Sepal says this will allow teachers extra time to plan for students with no access to devices.
We know that it will be difficult, especially since we are moving online, and the term that we have used is distributed learning and not just simply online learning. The reason for that, we know we have children who may not have the device or may not have access to the online platform. So teachers now will still be preparing the packages for these children who are disadvantaged from that perspective. So because of this, that extra time now is given for teachers to adequately prepare for the children. And I must commend the teachers and the principals also, who have been doing a wonderful job.
What will it take for schools to return in-person learning? The Acting Chief Education Officer pointed to an organized bus system to minimize contacts and movement among students.
We want a reduction in that. Okay. Now we also have, and then as I just told you, the school, that is the safest place for the children. So here this now. If we can control the other variables surrounding the school, then definitely school will be able to start. Even though the spike, I'm not saying that if it increases, but then if it is at a much lower rate, that of the children from home to the school. Now, you have some areas where the children have to go take two buses before they can reach the school, and especially in the north, the Castries area, the loitering taking place and so on. If we can get rid of that, and then we are calling on communities to organize a system where the children, especially the secondary school children, can leave a community, and then they're going to the different secondary schools, like Soufrière is doing. You have one coaster transporting all the children. They go to the specific schools to drop them off, and after school they go back to meet them there, so you minimize the contact that they have. So if we can get that system under control, then let me tell you, we are going to open even sooner. But then, as we said, this is left for the CMO to decide, because we are waiting on the CMO, because she's the professional there. She will decide that, and then cabinet, based on the recommendation and the approval of cabinet.
Sepal says the decision on the resumption of school is subject to change given the fluid nature of the pandemic. He adds that the Education Ministry must also meet with the Chief Medical Officer and the stakeholders and then get approval from the Cabinet of Ministers before making a statement. Joachim Duplessis, HTS News Force.